Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Marc D with a C Eatery. I think we got JT Kirk in the house and Larry. So hell guys, yeah. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm 5 by 5 hopefully. And Maddie's daddy is here. Yep, Eatings. Yep. So we're gonna finish up our bacon wrap meatballs, which have been on the grill. So those have been cooked. We got to finish those up, and we're gonna make some barbecue sauce for that. And we're gonna make our Veelveta Rotel dip, which is one of Clyburn Tom's favorite, which he told me. And we're gonna do my favorite garlic sauce, which I love too. So we'll do that. But let's start with the bacon wrap meatballs. Let's just make some barbecue sauce for that. And hey, out to Mars Monkey Max and Brian Hepburn. How's it going, everyone? Happy Taylor Swift Bowl today. And yeah, we're gonna have bacon wrap bacon. Yeah. So and Geekery will be on tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern. So figure I'd move it back an hour. That should give enough time for everyone to get home. And Maddie's daddy is probably partying like crazy out in Vegas, I'm guessing, right, with the Super Bowl out there. Just kidding. But yeah, it should be a fun game, hopefully, and then hopefully the commercials will be good too. And hopefully I won't miss any of your chats too, because it's tough when I'm cooking to see everything. But I got it on the screen, I got it on the iPad, and I got a laptop, so hopefully I'll catch it all. So what we're gonna do here, I've got what you want to do is when you finish, you want to have the barbecue sauce to set. You don't want to put really heavy barbecue sauce on there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in that. That's gonna melt down, and I'm gonna throw in some Sweet Baby Ray's, classic barbecue sauce. Just put a little. You don't need a lot for what we're doing here, but you just want to thin it up a little bit. So I might add a little bit of water to that, but just I'm guessing that should be enough. Maybe a little bit more. And whatever's extra, you can always just put in the fridge and save to use. So let me get a spoon and stir that up. Let's see. Oh yeah, and thank you to remember to press the like button. Yeah, and a gas stove, Larry. Yeah, I got plenty of gas here. Let's grab our Darth Vader spoon here. There we go. Stir that up, and I might add I think I have some brown sugar. Always add a little bit extra brown sugar. This is pretty standard too if you're doing cooking ribs. If you're finishing this a Texas wrap style, you get like a stick of butter, bunch of barbecue sauce, and some brown sugar. Put that on your ribs, and then you wrap them and cook them for a half hour on the grill. Then take them out. You take them out of the wrapping because then you don't want to get too soggy. And the the barbecue sauce sets nicely on there, but you just don't want to have it on. So you don't want your ribs to be mushy. Basically, that's the trick. Grab a bag. I always have plenty of dark brown sugar in the house. So let's get that open. Throw a little bit. And I'm not measuring. Probably should measure, but measuring's for one. So that's some things I'll measure. But I'm just gonna throw. You just need We're just doing a small amount here, so just a little bit. That Sweet Baby Ray's is pretty good too. So, and it's not a super spicy, just a sweet Baby Ray's. So let's get that brown sugar away. All right, keep stirring that. Stir cam. And maybe we'll add a teeny bit of, I think the butter should thin it up enough, yeah. Maybe a little teeny bit of water. Just to thin it. Makes it easier to spread. Tablespoon of water in there. Thin it up a little bit. So let's see. And Brian Hepburn says he has a ton of food going. Yeah, should be a national holiday, right? Everyone should get Monday off, right? It's just a big day to eat and get fat, right? So yeah, cook these on the grill there. So the bacon is nice and crispy now. So if you don't want that bacon too soft. So maybe could have been cooked a little bit less. The grill went up a little bit hotter than I thought it was going to go, but it's all good. It'll taste as bacon. But the worst part is when it's too chewy, then it's tough to chew that bacon. Yep. So now let's spread that on our meatballs, and then that's going to go back outside on the grill. Let's see, where's my basting brush? It's hiding somewhere around here. Let's see where that is. Maybe it's in this. There we go. There's my basting brush. Yep. And JT Kirk has a member chat, it looks like. Seeing you using the Darth Vader spoon. Any chance the Star Trek pizza cutter will make an appearance? 3 cheers to the Eatery. Well, here's my Star Trek pizza cutter. You always gotta stay geeky in the kitchen, right? So here's the that's a 3D printed base that someone designed for that, which is awesome. So that lives in the kitchen. It's a very practical appliance. Yep, that everyone should have. So yeah, this is NCC 1701. I think this was a Think Geek purchase, if I'm remembering correctly. Before Think Geek, well, Think Geek is still in business, but they not the same. Another website bought them, and you can still find a few things, I think. But yeah, they were the best back in the day. Yep. Let's stir this up. Like I said, anything extra is okay. So yeah, cover these guys up. Let's try not to make too much of a mess. I just cleaned the stove after doing the chili. Yeah, you can't have too much barbecue sauce either on these. So. Bacon wrap meatball goodness. They're not low calorie, that's for sure, though. Just turn those around. So yeah, you could put these back on for, they're 5 minutes basically on the grill, or just put them in the oven. I had them in the grill. Grill always has a better flavor, and then have some smoked chips on the grill, even though it's just using a Weber, the standard gas grill. I didn't fire up the big green egg today, but yeah, that gives always gives a better flavor than the oven. But you can just cook these in the oven too. There's no problem with that. So let's get these on. Yeah, and then just when you heat them up, it just sets them again. So, but you want to make sure you get both sides. And this is just a small batch because we don't have that many people at this party. I think it's maybe like 10 people. So, and we'll keep it manageable. I didn't do a double, triple crazy batch, and they're not the best too. Once if you keep reheating them, I have to say, even though they're pretty damn good. But Dave G Sound is here. Says hail to the Chiefs. And Larry says Enterprise cuts through any space and omelet. Yep, even bad pizza, I guess, right? Yeah, who would have thought that Star Trek Discovery, they would have that ship called the Pizza Cutter. That was great design by, what was his? I'm forgetting the artist who the concept. Was it Macquarie? Was it Ralph Macquarie? I'm trying to remember. I was don't want to get anyone's name wrong, but I think that's who. Someone can help me in the chat, but I think that's who did the Pizza Cutter design. He was doing some of the Phase 2 Star Trek TV series work, and I mean that pizza, it's cool, but it doesn't match that time period. I think Ralph. If it is Ralph McQuarrie, if I'm getting it right, he's a total genius, but and it just doesn't fit in with that time period. But maybe for as next generation type episode, yeah, it's not so bad. But yeah, it was an interesting take on the ship. And we won't talk about Star Trek Discovery. the ship is semi-cool, I'll say, in some ways, but not the detached nacelles. That's if you've watched the whole thing, they ended up detaching the nacelles for maneuverability, which for model makers too. If you want to make a model of a ship, it's like I have a ship with parts that are floating off the side. Not so good. All right, so these look like they're wrapped nicely in the barbecue sauce, and I'll just leave these to sit here, and then I'll put them on the grill for a few minutes, and just help set that barbecue sauce. So hopefully that looks looks good to everyone. All right, so bacon wrapped meatballs are done. Oh, and JT Kirk is going out of his comfort level and trying mac and cheese today. Oh, Matt Jeffries designed the original series. Yep, yes, yeah, he did the original. Amazing work on that. Here, let's play that. Do I have that mac and cheese clip? Yeah, and that's why the Jeffries tube is named after Matt Jeffries. Yeah, that's Star Trek. The sets, the original series, are just so ahead of their time. Some people say, "Oh, they look cheesy." No, it's not cheesy. They're just amazing. Yep. Well, here's that macaroni and cheese clip.
Sorry, I ordered mac and cheese on purpose. I'm trying new things because my comfort zone has become uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That was disturbingly not delicious.
Yeah, well.
This evening I shall go for the squid platter. Ew. With extra tentacles, please.
And Dave G. Sands has got his Enterprise pizza cutter from Think Geek, and also a Bird of Prey corkscrew. Oh, yeah, that's right. They had that. I never got the corkscrew. Yeah, that was awesome. Awesome stuff. Yeah, awesome stuff. I Think Geek. I missed that place. Yeah. STD comfort zone crap. Yeah, that when I saw that, I mean, that would be something a kid would say maybe, but not someone who's trying to become a command officer on the Enterprise. So. Oh my goodness gracious! All right, so let's get to the let's do our Rotel dip. This is one of Clobbering Time's favorite. So you buy a can of Rotel. And I was using this in the chili too. Diced green tomatoes and green chilies. Now you can also use the hot. Let me grab a can of the hot. But my chili is not too hot, but on the hot side. So I'm gonna go with just the mild. Maybe I'll add a couple of splashes of Red Hot, Frank's Red Hot to it. So this is the original. This is the hot, and I put 1 can of this in my chili and 2 cans of this, and it's great because it has the it's all diced tomatoes and has the green chilies already in it. And if you look on the back of the Rotel can, it's 2 cans, famous dip, right? So you've got 2 cans of Rotel and 1 32-ounce package of Veelveta cheese, which lasts forever. And all you do, you just add a can of Rotel to spice up your favorite. Yeah, taco soups, pasta, chili. So you put 2 cans of 10-ounce Rotel and 1 package of Veelveta cut up in cubes. I'm just going to do half. So like I said, we're not a big party today. And I'm just using the regular. I'm going to put a couple drops of Red Hot or something in there. The hot is pretty hot. I mean, it's good, but when you go into a party, sometimes you just want to make things just a little bit more neutral for people. So I'm gonna go with that. Yep. Hey, Chris Persia's here. Yep. And let's see. Dave says if you have money, they get to look at their site. And let's see who else is here. Yep. So Chris Persia. Let me get my can opener. Let's see here. Oh, good. And my camera's staying at 100%. Yesterday it was, I have a different charger hooked up. That's working now, which is good. So yesterday I almost ran out of power. I had to call Scotty. And Maddie says, I have to cut up my tomatoes. Too much sodium in the can. Got to watch the blood pressure. Do they add sodium to just regular canned tomatoes? I mean, Rotel has a lot of spices and things. Let's see what's on the can here. But basically what I'm going to do, so just... you just throw this in the microwave oven. This is a simple recipe. So just gonna move that out of the way here. Oh, down goes my coffee maker. There we go. Let's see what's on the ingredients. But I didn't know they added. I'm not saying I didn't ever notice that. I thought just like a can of tomato was just a can of tomatoes. But let's see, what are the ingredients in the Rotel? Let's see. Did they tell you what's in here? Just the total fat. Sodium, 380 milligrams, so 17%. So definitely sodium in this one, Miss Maddie's daddy. So now we're gonna grab our Veelveta. This is stuff lasts forever. This is great. You don't have to refrigerate this. So this, I'm just gonna do half and half in there. So then all you do is just chop it up into cubes, put it in the microwave, stir it up. And it's a great dip, and it's great with any kind of, especially these. I love these corn chips, Mexican style. These are great. This is what's the brand here? If I'm saying it right, I don't know how to say that. So chill. I don't know, but just tortilla chips. These are really good. So let's get our, and actually, when I have the chili, sometimes I throw that in the, crunch up some of those, put that in my chili. And now here's the chili is cooking here too. So got that in the crock pot ready to go to the big game. So of course, Veelveta has it nicely matched here, so you can do 4 ounces, like a stick of butter. So I'm just gonna do half here. Chop up half. So it's half the recipe, which is fine. That'll work good. And let's see. Dave G says that we actually have no sodium bouillon. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, thankfully my salt levels have always been okay. I just went to the doctor. Always go get checked up. Don't wait, but everything was okay. But yeah, a lot of people do have a problem with high sodium or blood sugar, yeah. But of course, if you just, once in a while, right, Superbowl weekend, splurge once in a while, it's okay. But yeah, if you want to always talk to a nutritionist or a doctor. So here's, cut this in about half. Let me move the camera so you can see this exciting cutting the cheese moment. So let's see, that looks, it's just good enough. Cut that in half. There we go. I'm gonna wrap this nicely back up. And the Veelveta, like I said, doesn't have to be refrigerated, but I'm just gonna put this in our cheese drawer. Maybe we'll make this for watching a Rangers game or another party. But yeah, it's a fun, easy dip to make. So all you do is just chop this up. I mean, this is just about the easiest thing you can make in the universe. Yeah, you old Veelveta from the French region of Veelveta. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Swiss, so also Swiss and Italian. So yeah, yeah, this is not on the menu in any Swiss restaurants, or probably can't get this in Italy, I'm sure. Where do I get the Veelveta? So let me just throw this into, get that closer here. Sorry about the back. Throw this into our pot here. And you can chop it up more, it doesn't matter. Just go in the microwave. I mean, this is like a classic college recipe. I'm just going to put a couple of drops of Frank's Red Hot just to give it a little. Watch here, I don't do too much, but just a teeny bit of kick there. Like I said, if you use the hot, you could you know, get it a little bit spicier. Or sometimes what I'll do, if I'm making the full thing, I'll do 1 can of regular, 1 can of spicy. So I'm gonna put that on. I think 5 minutes should do that. Come on, Captain, I need power for 5 minutes. And that's not one of those things you can really overcook either. You're just melting cheese, so yeah, it would boil over. And the nice thing I have, if you have like a hot plate to keep that on, or I have like a little mini crock pot that you put the cheese in, and keeps it warm. Let's see where it's. Just the salt is a no-no, says Dave G. John, and the booze. Yep, no fun zone yet. MM says he was borderline pre-diabetic, cut down sugar and salt, and got his levels back to normal. Yeah, that's what all the doctors, always we say consult your doctor. But yeah, that makes a big difference. I don't have any caffeine, and I cut out a lot of the sugar that I eat. Of course, yeah, you just saw me add sugar to the barbecue sauce. But yeah, it's you can change your diet and feel better. And we all, well, a lot of us need to lose weight. I'm not going to say I don't, but yeah, there's a lot of little things you can do that'll help that. And like coffee, I gave up sugar in my coffee, and I have no more caffeine, but that saves a few calories maybe, right? So let's see here. Well, now we're going to do the garlic dip. So it's not going to be a long stream today, but I figured, hey, I'm got to do this anyway. So let's show everyone how everything turned out. So now, this is a Frugal Gourmet recipe. I don't know if anyone remembers the Frugal Gourmet, Jeff Smith. But as Raquel says, let's stay copyright compliant. So I'm going to show the cover of the book. And he was on PBS a lot, very popular. I think it was a PBS, or it says WTTW in Chicago. The Frugal Gourmet cooks 3 ancient cuisines: China, Greece, Rome. Jeff Smith. And let's see. Complete volume of Jeff Smith's latest recipes and techniques. So all the dishes demonstrated in this completely new 39-part television series, The Frugal Gourmet cooks 3 ancient cuisines. So this is an old, I guess it's a book from the 90s, I think. When was this published? I'm sorry, that was out of focus. Let's see here. 1984, Frugal Gourmet was his first book. 84 is not that long ago, right? Cooks with Wine, 86, and Cooks American, 87. Where's the date on this here? Let's see. What's it, 1989, it looks like. Let me try to show that back cover again, since it was all blurry. Let's see, is that in focus now? But this is a really good cookbook. You can grab this on Amazon for used. I love buying used books on Amazon. Why not? And get these for great prices. So yeah, here's the cover again. So yeah, this is a great TV series, The Frugal Gourmet. And of course, he was frugal, but some good stuff. So this recipe, I think my mom found this recipe in a newspaper at one point. But here's the garlic sauce. It's page 206, The Frugal Gourmet. And it's very, very simple. And I don't have Raquel here to pronounce this for me. It's Scorthathia. God help me. But this is not a cooking sauce, but a dipping sauce. And believe me, when you dip into this, you'll know that you've eaten some garlic. It is great with fish, especially fish that has been deep fried, aka fried calamari. I also enjoy it on vegetables. It's great, yeah, the vegetable dip, and such as eggplant slices baked, page 443. It's simple. So it's 1 head of garlic, 10 slices of white bread. I use Wonder Bread. 1 cup of olive oil, half a cup of white vinegar, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, and 3 tablespoons water. And the water, you just add that to the food processor, as you go, just to you see the thickness and consistency. So all you do here, now he says not to use a food processor, he uses an electric mixer. I've been doing this for years, and yeah, maybe it comes out better in a mixer, but I'm lazy. I got the food processor set up. So as you can see, got a garlic already peeled. Probably one head of garlic is probably about that much, I'm guessing. I'm gonna garlic it up. I love the extra garlic, so I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna put the whole damn thing in. Well, I'm gonna do save a few there. So that's how much garlic is going in there. So quite a bit of garlic. So you put that in. So he's saying to peel and crush the garlic, remove the crust from the bread, place the crustless bread in a mixing bowl, add the garlic on the olive oil and vinegar, let soften for 1 hour. Beat with an electric mixer until all is smooth. Don't try this with a food processor. Don't listen to Mark, because it will be too smooth. I use my KitchenAid mixer with the wire whisk. Add the lemon juice. Slowly add the water while the mixer is running, so you have a thick and fluffy sauce. Well, yeah, he's a much better cook than I am, but I've always done it this way, where I've put the garlic. I want to get that garlic really minced, so I'm going to put the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So got your, and I could do fresh squeeze, but I had this in the fridge, and I do have fresh lemons, but this is not a cooked dish, so it's fine to use your lemon juice. Yeah, and if you don't get it exact, it's all right. But I'm just putting 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in there, and then I'm going to put the vinegar in here and chop that up so you get that garlic super chopped up. Let me catch up to the chat here. Let's see here. Cooks with wine for me would just be called wine. Hey, Claude Parrish, do you remember the Galloping Gourmet? Sure, yeah. I don't know why it was called that. Maybe he used horse meat. I don't know. And Dave G said, "This is fun, Mark. We're about to start cooking soon. I've been unwell for the last week. Yeah, but he's inspired now. Yeah, I heard you weren't feeling good, so feel better. Yeah, if you can hear my voice, I've had the flu for the last week and a half, but feeling better. Yep. My wife would put garlic in ice cream," says Claude. And Dave G says, "We have flames on the sides of our mixer." Yep. I prefer to hand my garlic to size. Garlic is amazing. Oh, hand chop my garlic to size. Yeah. I chop the garlic up all the time, but for something like this has got to be, you'll see when you're done, this is a sauce. So this has got to, you got to use a food processor or a whisk or something. What I would do if I was using the blender, like he said, or not the blender, he's using an electric mixer. He's using his KitchenAid with a wire whisk. You'd probably want to pre-chop that garlic up. So let's do our 1/2 cup of white vinegar. So this is just you never have too much vinegar in the house. Someone threw out the little bottle, so I'm gonna and you don't want to do too much vinegar, that's for sure. Oh, there's some onions straggling in there. So let's do our 1/2 cup. And yeah, too much vinegar can really not taste good. All right, so we got our vinegar in there. Now what we're gonna do is mix this up. There we go. So let's get this garlic chopped on. It's turning on. Yep. So you really want to get that minced up. That should be good enough, yeah. Because you want that garlic to spread spread everywhere. Let's check our dip here. Let's see how'd we do here. Get this out. It shouldn't be too. Ooh, that's hot. Yep. Get the mitts. I'll be a wimp. All right, let's see. I think that came out pretty good. Yeah, 5 minutes is right. So then we're just going to stir this up. Like I said, the simplest dish in the multiverse. It's Rotel, can of Rotel, and I gotta say, it doesn't look great, but it tastes great. And some recipes I've seen, they put sausage in it or ground beef. I could put a little bit of ground beef in this, I guess, or you can add a couple of things to it, or peppers if you want. Of course, you got the tomatoes in here, but let's see. JT and Larry said Galloping Romance has traveled around countries' cuisines. Yep. Oh, Lisa is missing out on this stream. Yep. Hopefully she's playing Fortnite at least. Yep. So here we go. So let's see if you can, guys, pick this up and show you what this looks like. It's basically melted cheese, right? Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Let's try a little bit of it. See, I get to try the food. You're not here, so let's clean off the spoon. I burn my tongue. It's all hot, but yep, perfect. Yep. Well, there's your Rotel dip. Yeah. So pretty simple. So I have a little traveling crock pot. I'll put that in, a little electric crock pot, and keep that in there. So when you go to the party, host can just plug it in, and it's ready to go. All right. So now what we got to do here. Now, usually I don't cut off the crust of the bread, but as the Fruit Gourmet says, but let's do that today. Just, I think maybe it's just it'll look a little bit different. You won't get that brown texture. It'll end up being more of a white bread. So it's 10 slices. Usually I make a huge batch of this with let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more. Usually I'll make a huge batch of this with a whole loaf, and extra garlic. And if it's ends up being too strong, you can always add more bread to it. If it's too garlicky. Let's get my knife. Cut these crusts off. Yeah, it's like the kid who had the sandwiches. Mom would cut the crusts off for him. But let's see. Usually I don't do it, but let's try that today just for the heck of it. So we'll put that in here, and then the recipe calls for, let's see, it's 1 cup of olive oil. Let's grab my extra virgin olive oil here. Grab my cup, and we're just going to put the 1 cup. Get that out of the way here. There we go. So we're going to take our, I'm actually measuring today. Normally I never measure when I do this, but probably not a bad idea for something like this to measure. All right, so there's so you put your olive oil in there so it's softening up the bread too, and soaking up the olive oil into the bread. We don't want to waste any olive oil, so let's get that out. All right, it's Dave G's headed out, so start to see some of you later. Yep, take care, Dave G. Yep, feel better, and enjoy the Super Bowl, the Taylor Swift Bowl. All right, so let's keep chopping this bread up. And thank you for stopping by, Dave G Sound. I guess I could peel the crusts off too, but it's just as fast to cut them off. Yep. And we'll see what kind of difference this makes. But yeah, this garlic sauce, I just love this garlic sauce. Great on fried calamari, fried fish. It's It's actually good with pork. It's really good with any pork dishes. Love it with that. I mean, I wouldn't put it on barbecued ribs. If you have pork chops, it's good as a side dish. And just with chips, of course, your better half is not going to want to be around you probably. But if you eat too much of this, mine is away this weekend, so I don't have anything to worry about. But let's keep throwing that in there. So yeah, this is a pretty quick and simple recipe, especially if you've got your garlic already cloves ready to go. That's probably the most time-consuming part of this recipe. And then what you want to do, the trick is just to keep adding water. You'll see how it's you want to get like a paste. You don't want to get it if it doesn't how would I describe it? It's you want a smooth paste. Yeah, you don't want it crumbly or not emulsified. All right, so there we go. So now what we're gonna do is just stir this up. Let me get my spoon over here. Just stir that up so that soaks in all the olive oil goodness. Gotta love olive oil. Mars, my guy, she had to get ours from the man zone. Well, we gotta. This is the garlic zone right here. This is the super extra garlic. And now you can also add garlic, after the fact, but you got to watch how it gets chopped up with the paste. So it's like kind of like doing the garlic first, not mixing. Maybe I'll try one day to do it the Frugal Gourmet method. But here you can see now we got this all stirred up. Yeah, it starts to break up a little bit, but the olive oil is all absorbed by our Wonder Bread. And you can use other bread. Yeah, you just got to use white bread. Don't use, I always like the Wonder Bread for this. If you go like with a fancy, wheat or oat or something, yeah, you don't need to go fancy with this. It's gonna defeat the purpose. So now, I've got a lot of garlic that splattered to the top there. Let's put this into the food processor. Pull this out. It's too close to the cabinet. And away she goes. Bam! As Emerald would say. Into the food processor. Let's see, I want to get some of this garlic that went to the top here. So let me get my spatula here. See if we can knock some of that off the top. That's all garlic goodness. Yeah, with that splatter to the top. There we go. Okay, we can pulse this. Oh, we need some water. So let's add, he initially calls for 3 tablespoons of water. So let's do, say 3 tablespoons. I'm going to just pour into a cup here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm probably going to end up using more water anyway, but let's just pour that in. Let's see how it comes out following the exact instructions. Let's pulse that up. Let's see how we did. It's looking pretty good, actually. I'm just going to stir some of this down off the side. Might add a couple more pieces of bread there, but it's looking pretty good, as Larry David would say. All right, let's see. Not bad, not bad. But I have a feeling this is going to be super strong. Let's get the see if we can get the camera right into here. I'll tilt this, or I'll take it off, so you can see the consistency there. So maybe it's a little going a little bit too fast. Let's see, or too thin. Let's see. Trying them some chips. Oh man, that's good. I'm gonna add one more slice of bread, I think. Damn, that's good. Very garlicky, which is what you want. But let's add one, be a little bit thicker. I mean, you can do it to your preference, obviously, but that came out pretty damn good. That's keeping the vampires away. Let's throw in one more slice of bread. Yeah, and taking the crust off keeps it that white. You know, it looks like the white garlic. Yep. All right, let's try one more. See how that thickens it up just a little bit. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go one more. Well, one more. I got plenty of white bread. Why not? All right. Yeah, chef starts eating all the food, yeah. If I worked in a restaurant, what happened? Where's the dinner? Did you eat it? All right, there. I think that's good. Yep. Let's check out the consistency here. Yeah, a little bit more pasty. No paste pot Pete cracks here, right? But yeah, does it look great? No, but damn, it's delicious. I'll show you the consistency with the spoon here, just so you can see the viscosity. There we go. See, it's a little bit thick. Yeah, there we go. You don't want it. It's a little bit thin before, so it's easily rectified by, you know, adding a little bit of couple of extra slices here. So, but yeah, it's just, I love having this around the house, and it's great on, like I said, on fried food, and keeping those vampires away. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it came out good. Yep. You could maybe go a little bit lighter on the vinegar. You know, maybe do a little bit, maybe a quarter cup of vinegar, depending on how you like that vinegar taste. But yeah, the vinegar gives it a nice kick, and the lemon goes in there, really nice. So good stuff. Hey, Brogu, how's it going? So yeah, so we'll recap what we got. I'll share the chili, and then we'll get on out of here, and everyone can go eat. So I'll clean up the kitchen. Yeah, I promised my better half I'd have the house cleaned up from when she got back. So I better keep my word on that front. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble. So let's see here. And it always helps to clean up as you go. So, Broger, are you going to any Super Bowl parties or anyone else in the chat? You staying home, cooking, not watching the Super Bowl? I know people are not doing that either. But Taylor Swift said she will stop by. Oh, good. I'm glad. You might have a big crowd then. Yep. So here we go. Let's check on the chili. So I put this in probably at 1 o'clock, and the crock pot took it out of the stove, and let's stir it up a little bit. Let's get the camera on. It would help. There we go. Here, let's put the light on here so we can see it better. Let's throw the lights on full blast. All right. And the chili came out really, really good this year, in my very, very biased opinion. So, oh yeah, it's looking good. So I can probably put this on low now, so it travels nicely. And that's the one thing you got to watch out. You can overcook your chili. You know, you think you can't overcook it with the ground beef. I use 80% or 20% fat. I don't recommend using the lean, quote unquote, healthier ground beef. But and keeping the crock pot does a nice job, so it's not going to burn. And my stove has really low simmer, but I actually offset the pot off the burner because it can start to burn even on the lowest setting, even if you have a good pot. So yeah, so let's give this a taste. Let's see how this is doing. Let's see, I'm gonna put that spoon. Get a fresh spoon. All right, let's see. Oh, hey, Geek and I'm. If it has beans, it's not chili. Well, we had that debate yesterday. So, I don't know. We're in the Northeast here, so I call it chili. But chili con carne, whatever you want to call it. Damn, it tastes good. There's a nice kick after, which I love when you have your chili or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it comes out with that, it's not too hot, but you've got that kick after the fact. So, and then this is a really great Hamilton Beach. If you want to sponsor my podcast, just kidding. This is the stay or go. So what's great about this one for tailgating, you can lock this sucker down, and then she travels beautifully. So I love, even though my buddy that I'm going to watch the Super Bowls, I could almost walk there, but this just seals it up nice, and that's a great feature to have on your crock pot. Nice. It's not waterproof. I mean, if you turn it upside down, there's some vents in here, but yeah, it does a really nice job. Let me catch up to the chat here. Bro goes home with family, eating wings and watching the Super Bowl. Yeah, I didn't make wings this year. Hopefully my buddy made wings. I love wings at the Super Bowl. That looks delicious. That's what she said. 3-way chili and beans on spaghetti. Oh yeah, that's good stuff too. Yep. And I disagree. My dad's family is generations old, Texas and Oklahoma. We put beans in our chili. Yep. Well, I mean, I I like it both ways, but the chili, I have to say, you don't want beans if you're putting in your hot dog. So I did make a batch of just meat, and I saved that for maybe I'll make some hot dogs. And you can put that Rotel melted cheese on cheese chili dogs if you want. So, yeah. So, and Mars Mike says no beans and chili is actually a more recent style. Like it could be, yeah. I'm not gonna, but it's all yummy, right? Whatever you want. Some years I make it just, and like I said last year or a few years ago, I made it just vegetarian style batch just for my daughter, who was vegetarian, and but I say would make it however you want, right? Enjoy it. Yep. So I think we're good here. Here's how the bacon wrapped meatballs turned out. Those look pretty damn good. And let's do a close up on these. So bacon, barbecue sauce. So Yeah, so we're having the chili. I made that, the garlic sauce, and we're doing the Velveeta Rotel dip. And my buddies are doing, all kinds of dips and hopefully wings. And it's going to be lots of food, lots of food. So, but always a good time. And even if the game isn't good, it's just fun to get together with friends and family. And that's what's fun about the Super Bowl. I say it's, even my mom. Well, now my mom watches football now too. I have to say, since my son was started playing football, and my two sons are playing football, she got into it. Well, my wife. So a lot more women are into football now, which is good. So it helps us guys. We want to spend the day watching football, right? So, and Broger says, I call those Broger balls delicious. So, but all right, everyone, I'm going to get on out of here so you guys can all go eat and drink and have fun. And let's see what Mars Monkey Max said. The whole point in Chile was the beans, because in the Midwest they had to feed big families. They didn't have a lot of meat in the winters. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, beans are a lot cheaper than the meat. Yep. So, but yeah, I've had it both ways, but I always prefer I have a much higher ratio of meat to the beans, but I like having some of those beans in here. But I want to thank Mars Monkey Max for being here, Brogu, Larry, the Geek and I, and hopefully catch you all tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. Larry, JT Kirk, the Stream Elements bot. Who else was? Claude Parrish is here. Dave G Sound, and Maddie's daddy, of course, was here. Thank you guys. Chris Persia. I think I said JT Kirk. I think I got everyone. If I didn't, that's because I'm a bear with little brains. But here, let's play. Let's play some fun stuff here. Well, I think this definitely was delicious, but I got to get more of this.
That was disturbingly not delicious. Sorry, I ordered mac and cheese on purpose. I'm trying new things because my comfort zone has become uncomfortable.
All right, everyone. So enjoy the game today.
Personal foul, crackback, 85, offense, 15-yard penalty.
Go eat, drink, and be merry. Yep. So thank you, everyone, and hope to catch you tonight. Yep. Oh, beans at the campfire, blazing saddle style. Yeah, I do have a clip of that somewhere. Yep. All right, everyone. I really appreciate you being here, and we shall catch you later tonight. Hopefully, enjoy the Taylor Swift Bowl, everyone. Take care.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.